Hey y'all, welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Michelle and I like to do cleaning motivation videos and occasionally I like to do cooking videos. So if you're into that kind of content, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. So this video is actually going to be decluttering. I just have so much stuff that I have accumulated over the years, and I just find myself taking it from one spot to the other. If you saw the video where I recently did these kitchen cabinets, I moved those plastic bowls from one of my drawers to down at the bottom down there. You can see them. And then in this video, I moved them to a different cabinet. It's like I just move them from one spot to another. That's not decluttering. It maybe is a little bit of organization because I'm trying to find a better system. But I don't know. I just feel like, I've said this before, the more stuff that you have, the harder it is to clean. You can't... I don't know, you can't find place for everything, and then you just end up with all the clutter, which is what I'm trying to get rid of. I'm trying to reduce the clutter, and I'll never be a minimalist, but I would like to be a little more minimal. So today I'm working in the kitchen. This used to be what I called my drink drawer. It's right under my coffee pot, and so I had like cream and sugar, stevia. I had different kinds of teas, a coffee creamer, the water packets, the flavoring for water. I had all that in there, and well, guess what? None of it ever gets touched except for the stuff for coffee. So I decided to just take it all out, and I bagged up the water flavoring packets, and I just essentially put all the tea, because there was a lot of tea, into that Pioneer Woman container that was there on the counter earlier, and put that in the pantry. And then then because I was taking my coffee stuff out of that drawer, then I had to make room in another cabinet. So as you'll see, I go through the kitchen. I do declutter quite a bit of stuff. Some of it was just trash, but not much. Most of it does go to Goodwill. And I will just make my way around the kitchen like that. And this took me, I think it took a couple of days. I think it took a couple of days, and I'm gonna work on one room at a time. So I think the next room might be my bedroom, which there's not really much for me to do in there. I'll go through like my closet and my dresser. In a previous video, I already decluttered the top of our other dresser, and all that's really left in there is our wall of shelves, which I have like picture albums and baby books, and I have some books, some reading books, stuff like that. And while it could use some cleaning and maybe a little bit of organizing, there's nothing there that I can declutter. And the rest of that stuff is for my husband, and I'm not going to touch his stuff because he's just got it all thrown up there to get it off the floor or whatever. And one day maybe I can get him in there to kind of at least straighten it out if he's not going to get rid of anything. But I'm not going to touch it. So the next video, it'll just be focusing on my dresser drawers and my closet. And then I already did both of the kids' rooms. So DJ's room, which my husband has now claimed as his game room. There are some things in there that I can declutter, but it's not going to be enough to be a video. So I may combine that with maybe the 2 bathrooms, because these cabinets in these bathrooms are just full of stuff. And so, you know, I need to go through all that too. But so that might be in a video together. And so then that would leave the dining room, which again, it's always a mess because the dining room table is a catch-all, which is one reason why I said I didn't want a table when we moved into this house. But, you know, I'm glad we have it. It's just, I need to clean that off and put everything where it belongs. There's not anything to really get rid of. And then there is some stuff that I can do in the front room. Again, not really decluttering because I went through all of that stuff a while back. It's just, I'm trying to find a way to organize things where it actually is organized and not just, I don't know. I walk through my house and I feel overwhelmed by all this stuff. And so I just want to get rid of everything, but I can't get rid of everything. So I need to find a better way to put it up. So anyway, here's these flavored water pouches, and I'm labeling them for the ones who go through and decide they want to use it so they know what's in each bag. And I do end up sending some of that to my mom and some of it to DJ. That way he'll have something to flavor his water if he doesn't want plain water while he's over there at college. So see, just like this, I'm sticking them in this basket, but really I want to take that basket off of there. But so I'll have to figure out something else, I guess. But for now, that's good enough. They hardly get used, and I mean, I'm going to keep them for a little while longer because I hate to just waste the money. But if they don't get used up soon, I will just give them to my mom, or at least send them there. That way the kids have something to drink while we're there. And, or, you know, I'll pass it off to DJ or one of my other kids that doesn't live here and might want it. So here I am working in the junk drawer. I went through these drawers a while back, like I said, and the 3 drawers to the right there, I'm satisfied with those. This last one over here, I was turning that into like a kind of like a junk drawer, but it's not really junk. It has like pens and pencils, phone chargers. It had batteries, little flashlights for hurricane season, stuff like that. But I did end up, later on at the end, you'll see that, actually I don't think I included it in here, but I did finally go through the box of stuff that I had taken out of all of my junk drawers and made a junk drawer. And then I put the stuff that needed to go put up, like in my toolbox and stuff like that. I put everything where it needed to be, basically. So I was able to empty that box that had been just sitting there, you know, taking up space, looking like a box of junk on top of the counter. So this is Bo's puzzle that had been sitting there since I did his room. And I decided to take apart the one that had some missing pieces because we never did find those, but I didn't throw them away because the boy knows. He comes up to me later and he's like, Mama, where's my puzzles? But anyway, this puzzle, it's a Hot Wheels. And if you watch my videos, you know he is quite the Hot Wheels collector. And so I don't have the like puzzle glue. So I just went ahead, flipped it over, taped it together with some clear tape, and then I mounted it to his wall with some mounting tape. And he was satisfied with that. So there you go. So anyway, I'm going to play some music, and I hope that this video inspires you to get up and declutter. It really does feel good to walk into a clean room And like this kitchen, my counters have been so full of stuff from other cleaning projects that it was really like I didn't even want to walk into the kitchen to cook or anything like that because there was just stuff everywhere, and I can't stand to cook in a messy kitchen. But I do get it all cleared off, and it just feels good to walk into a room that is not cluttered. So again, I hope that this inspires you or motivates you to get up and do the same for your home.
Still got your pearls hanging by my bedside. Still got your lips on paper in a trash now. I never knew love could be so sweet. I never knew it would sting. I never knew love like this would leave me in pieces. Oh, Emily, when did you fall right out of love? Oh, Emily, when did the magic stop for us? Oh, but Emily, you are the part of me I feel. It will kill me when you leave and close my door. Oh, Emily. I can't believe it's already over. Too late to talk and fix whatever's broken. I always thought love like ours would last. I never knew love could pass. Tomorrow comes and you are not around. Feels uneasy. Oh, Emily, when did you fall right out of love? Oh, Emily, when did the magic stop for us? Oh, but Emily, you are the part of me I feel. It will kill me when you leave and close my door. Who said it'd be easy to be in love? Who said that the sun would always shine? I'm not sure you realize what you are giving up. When did you fall right out of love? Oh, Emily, when did the magic stop for us? Oh, Emily, when did you fall right out of love? Oh, Emily, when did the magic stop for us? Oh, but Emily.
We took our pool down because we had drained it to clean it, and then the wind flipped it. So we took a pressure washer. Well, before the pressure washer, I used my mop and my broom. These two things are here to get in there and scrub that pool, which was disgusting, by the way. And so I had to buy new ones to replace those because it was just disgusting. I did not throw away the old ones. I washed them on a delicate cycle so that I wouldn't, mess it all up and everything. But my husband had pressure washed them to get all the nasty off first, because we did end up getting a pressure washer from my brother to clean the pool. But I don't know what it is this summer here in Southwest Louisiana. It just rains all the time. So the pool is still down. It's filling up again with rainwater, so we're gonna have to clean it again. And hopefully we manage to set it back up because we still have a few months of heat here. So hopefully we didn't buy this pool and set it up to only be able to swim in it for 2 weeks. But as of now, that's all we got out of it was 2 weeks of swimming, and it's been down ever since. So, and that's been, I think, probably since July. I don't know. Anyway, point is, I had to replace these, and so I think before I use them on the floor, I might take one of them to do the walls. I've been seeing a lot of YouTubers cleaning their walls with the spin mop, but I have this mop. It's a broom on one side, mop on the other. I feel like this would work better than the spin mop, but I could be wrong. I might try them both before I put them on the floor. If I decide to, if I sweep or mop before I get to the walls, I will put the old one back on. But lately, since I was waiting to replace those, I've just been using my regular broom.
I can't tell what's wrong or right. Should I go without saying goodbye? All I know is I need to be somewhere else to set me free. I don't know what to do now. Need to figure it out, but I don't know how. I hope the wind will carry me and take me away to where I should be. I don't know where I belong, but I keep on searching for my home. There's a hunger.
So before DJ moved out, anytime I needed something at the top of this cabinet behind the sugar and the rice, I would call him out to come get it for me because I'm too short. And since he's not here to do that, I decided, besides the sugar and the rice that I use often, everything else up there is it's just basically shoved up there to have a place to put it. Hence the whole complaint about clutter. So I decided that I would move those things that I use down lower where I can actually reach them. And then what I did was turn that top cabinet into just overflow pantry. So I did put like my big bag of Krusteaz pancake mix, my Bisquick mix, oatmeal, things like that. I ended up putting up there because I don't use those on a regular basis. And so they just get pushed around and shoved to the back of the pantry. Good example of this is I have a gallon of vinegar in the pantry. I don't know it yet because I haven't found it, but last week or the week before, I had used what I had left of a smaller container of vinegar that I had, mixing it with baking soda to clean that pool that I was talking about earlier. Well, when I was doing this, guess what I found in the back of my pantry? You guessed it, the gallon of vinegar. So that's why it's important to have, less clutter, so you can see what you actually need, rather than just all the stuff that's just there. And as far as my pantry goes, I'm not complaining about the pantry. I'm thankful to have one. It's not as big as the one in the last house, but my complaint about it is it's deep but not wide, so things just get lost in the back. Like literally, it's deep as my arm, or more. Like really, before these shelves were in, because when we bought the house, there weren't shelves. We could get in there. It's that big. But the bad thing is things get lost in the back. So I would much prefer it to be 2 or 3 times wider and like only as deep as it would need to be for like, say, a big box of cereal or something. I don't know. That way everything is right in the front. But anyway, that's my only complaint about the pantry. I am thankful to have it, because like I said, some people don't. And up until my last house, I never had one. So it's definitely a lie. My first house had one, probably a little bit smaller than this one. My last house had it was wide and also pretty deep, so it was a good sized pantry. But the trailer that we lived in between those two did not have a pantry at all.
I was at the wrong place at the right time, 'cause suddenly there you were with those bright blue eyes. We were conversing under the night sky, when you took my hand, said let's leave now. Don't wanna be shy, I will let my guard down. Don't wanna be shy, I will let my guard down. I wanna laugh out loud, talk a little deeper, kiss a little harder. I wanna laugh out loud, talk a little deeper, kiss a little harder, love a little louder, love a little louder.
So can you say you live in the South without saying you live in the South? I have 9 boxes of salt for purging crawfish and 3 different containers of crawfish seasoning up here. Again, way in the back, so far back there I had to get a yardstick. Well, it's not a yardstick, it's an 18-inch ruler to move the stuff in the back that I couldn't even reach. So yes, of course, we only use this salt and crawfish seasoning certain time of the year, which is why I had it way in the back. But I did move it over more to the side, but where I could reach it, or where I could see it, should I say, which I knew that was back there. You never forget about your crawfish seasoning. But anyway, yeah, I'm ready for some crawfish.
We went to a small bar with neon lights, talked about everything that was on our minds. Talking to you gave me butterflies. Then you took my hand, said let's leave now. Don't wanna be shy, I will let my guard down. Don't wanna be shy, I will let my guard down. I wanna laugh out loud, talk a little deeper, kiss a little harder. I wanna laugh out loud, talk a little deeper, kiss a little harder, love a little louder, love a little louder, love a little louder, love a little louder, love out loud, love out loud, love out loud, love out loud. Don't wanna be shy, I will let my guard down. I wanna laugh out loud, talk a little deeper, kiss a little harder. I wanna laugh out loud, talk a little deeper, kiss a little harder, love a little louder, love a little louder, love a you on the flip side. Maybe we can be friends when you're not so fragile. When you know yourself well, somewhere down the sweet line. When I do things for me, 'cause I don't wanna be a therapy, I wanna be free. So, ooh, gotta go and grab a spoon now. Ooh, make a life for myself. Ooh, I don't know what I'ma do now. Ooh, but I don't need your help. Get out of my way, my way. I'm moving on up. Don't make me just stay, I'm done being stuck. Get out of my way, my way. I'm moving on up. The last thing I will ever do for you is wish you the best of luck. La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la Yeah. Time flies, close your eyes. Imagine you could see everybody else's dream. What a comfort it would be. All along, standing strong, the way it ought to be. But you can never walk alone on your way to being free. We're only human after all. Nothing could make us fall apart. I'm ready to answer for what I've done wrong in my life. It's nothing, I promise. It's not enough to make you cry. I'm only human after all. I'm only human after all. Yeah, it's not that big a deal when I think about it now. We should never be afraid to believe in it somehow. 'Cause we're only human after all. Nothing can make us fall apart. Whoa. I'm ready to answer for what I've done wrong in my life. It's nothing, I promise. It's not enough to make you cry. I'm only human after all. I'm only human after all. We're only human. We're only human. We're only human after all. We're only human. We're only human. We're only human after all. Hear me when I say I'm ready to answer.
We do end up throwing away most of the chips in that basket that Aubrey was doing because we decided to taste them just to see, and some of them were quite stale. So we did go back off camera and throw those away.
I told you I'm not yours anymore. No, I'm not yours. So why you trying to hold on when I'm not there for you? Wanna take a different lane, wanna play my own game, and I don't need you here. So won't you let me go? Wanna take this ball and chain that you have put on me and throw it out the window. I think that you should let go, 'cause you know this is not meant to be. Let go. Maybe I should have known that you are not the right one for me. Let go. Let me go.
So this is the next day, and these are those containers that I pulled out of the top of that pantry. It had like party supplies in it, just stuff I've been hanging on to for years and years, and we never even go back to it. Like, you know, we buy new stuff or whatever. So now I did keep the candles because I have so many nieces, nephews, grandkids, and my kids that have birthdays every year. So I did keep the candles. In fact, just a couple of weeks ago, or the beginning of August, my daughter needed a number 8 candle for my grandson, and all I could find in the spot that I looked was some 2s, and I don't remember. I had 4 candles, and then none of them were the number 8. So she had to go out and buy a candle. Well, in this big old container that had, you know, the happy birthday sign that you hang up, and like balloon pictures that you stick on the wall. In there, I had a Ziploc bag full of various candles. So I did keep that, but everything else that was in there, the banner, the happy birthday banner and stuff like that, I've donated that to Goodwill, because, you know, why keep it? And not to mention, my kids are getting older. My youngest is 9. He'll be 10 in December. Yes, we will still do parties, but it's not like when they were little and you go all out, you know, hanging balloons and streamers and stuff like that. I don't do all that for birthday parties anyway, so I got rid of all that. Somebody at Goodwill is going to enjoy it.
It's 3 a.m. You got me waiting for your love. I'm at the corner of the club. It's pouring down, but I won't, no, I won't budge. I'll call your bluff. You think you're tough, yeah, so go ahead, come and put me off. Bring all your friends so they can watch. You're drunk dialing up my phone, so here I am at 3 a.m. You got me looking crazy, baby. These wicked little games you play, yeah. So step up to the plate, don't wait. It's 3 a.m., so here I am. Oh, you're crazy, crazy. You're bullseye out of your mind. You're crazy, crazy. In done. I guess we'll talk when morning comes. Just chillin', keep it cool for us, yeah. Hey, that's a cue for entry. I know those eyes, let's act surprised, yeah. You got me looking crazy, baby. These wicked little games you play, yeah. So step up to the plate, don't wait. It's 3 a.m., so here I am. Oh, you're crazy, crazy. You're bullseye out of your mind. You're crazy, crazy in every way I can find.
Here I go looking like the local pharmacy. But me and my son both take daily medications. My husband takes some too. DJ, you know, he's not here anymore, so he has his with him. So this is actually less than normal. But because I was making room in this cabinet to be able to put my coffee stuff, I just, you know, I had to find a better solution to the way I had things in there. And in the end, it came out great.
Shooting me with words, but I won't let them bruise. Even though it hurts, I won't show it to you.
Okay, then I have these two boxes or baskets of medicine. The one there on the left is where I keep like Tylenol, Motrin, you know, Band-Aids, my thermometers, stuff like that. Which all of it could definitely be kept in the bathroom where I have all of our other medicine. But I do like to have some close, you know, on hand. The other basket was all stuff that does not need to be in the kitchen. It's stuff like sore throat spray, cough drops, allergy medicine, you know, stuff that definitely doesn't need to be right there taking up space in my kitchen. So I did move that whole basket to the bathroom, and when I get around to decluttering in my bathroom closet, I'll get to that. But in the meantime, I'm just going through and you know, condensing what I had in the left-hand box so that I could keep that one in there in the cabinet without it being overflowing and just taking up too much space.
One step forward and another back. I would never try to fool ya. I'm one heartbeat away from going mad. Girl, when you look like that, closer, closer, I'ma get closer to you. Yeah, got me, baby, got me hooked on you once again. Girl, I need you. How many times do I wanna yell? 'Cause we could be so completed. Baby, I'll never want anyone new. I was on the bed when you undressed. Baby, when I pulled you in and felt your breath, then I knew the girl I need you. You're smiling like that, I could never resist it. Smiling like that, I could never resist it. Smiling like that, I could never resist it. Every moment is another chance. Loving you is all I wanted.
By the way, yes, I am writing Tylenol and Motrin on these bottles because I'll buy the generic. Obviously, it's cheaper. And I say Tylenol and Motrin. I do not say acetaminophen and ibuprofen. So I thought it would be easier for others in the house to know what they're grabbing without me having to say, oh, it's the white bottle with the red label or the white bottle with the blue label. I just wrote it on there, that way they would know.
Maybe when I pulled you in and felt your breath, then I knew the girl I need you. Smiling like that, I could never resist it. Smiling like that, I could never resist it. Smiling like that, I could never resist it.
And this is my Trim Healthy Mama cabinet. This is stuff that could all be in the regular pantry, but it's all catered to me. I haven't done Trim Healthy Mama since last year, which I need to get back on an eating plan, because, well, I need to. But this is all just specialty foods that are for me and nobody else in the house. And so that's why it has its own spot, so that nobody digs and gets into my stuff.
I was on the bed when you undressed. Maybe when I pulled you in and felt your breath, then I knew the girl I need you. Things, and never did I give in. Just 'cause the thought of being vulnerable made me feel less than I am. I have never felt home till you entered my door. And from that moment I knew that a home is whatever you choose. That's the thing about you. The best thing I did, and I want you to know, was letting you in. From that moment I knew that you were all I missed. Baby, it took just one kiss. 'Cause here in your arms I can finally let go. The rest of the world is outside when you make sure I'm all you've missed. Baby, it takes just one kiss. Many years have gone by, many tears have dried out. I know that I will be with you as long as you still want me to. All the things we've been through, everything me feel your love again. 'Cause I've been running round in circles, screaming out your name. Take me to a different place, just the two of us, and we can stay up all night, kissing under streetlights, doing what we want to, doing what we need to do, staying up all night, everything is alright. Oh, I wanna be with you, oh, I wanna be with you. Let me be that someone who can hold your hand. I don't even know if you can understand how you make me feel. I got you in my head. Oh, I wanna be with you, oh, I wanna be with you. Let me be that someone who can hold your hand. I don't even know if you can understand how you make me feel. I got you in my head. Oh, I wanna be with you, oh, I wanna be with you.
Okay, so over here I have some open shelves that at the top I have Trim Healthy Mama cookbooks, but I've decided to declutter those because I don't cook from the cookbooks anyway, and in this day and age, any recipe I could possibly want is on Pinterest, so I'm gonna try to sell those on Facebook. On the left, at the bottom is my cutting boards, and at the top is these big water bottles that don't fit in a regular cabinet unless I lay them down. And then in the back, I have some alcohol from not this past January, but the January before. We had a little New Year's Eve thing here, or it might have been New Year's Day, I don't remember. But we don't drink much, you know, I'm not a drinker, so that's just been sitting there. So I took that all out of there, and I do end up putting the big water bottles back up there once I wash them. And then the Trim Healthy Mama books, like I said, I'm gonna sell those. And then I'm gonna try to sell them. Then if I can't, I'll either move them into my bedroom on my bookshelves, or I'll just donate them. I don't know. I spent a lot of money on those books, so I hate to just give them away. But I mean, if I'm not gonna use them, you know what I'm saying? So I will try to sell them first though. Look, I'm looking at this bottle like, is this even still good? It's not open, so it should be good, but it's all cloudy. I shook it up. I don't know. It looks nasty, but yeah, I don't know. And then the next thing that I do is just take the seasonings out of that corner cabinet that get used daily, and I put them on those Lazy Susans in that small cabinet. Thank goodness for Lazy Susans, because otherwise those cabinets would almost be a waste of space. But so that's what I did. I took the seasonings out the cabinet that get used daily. I moved the ones from the bottom up to the top because I do use those, but not as frequently, and they just don't fit inside the cabinet because they're taller. And then I kind of moved that around on the inside. I put stuff, I think I moved down, I moved down that Lazy Susan. That's all just like oatmeal flavorings, cinnamon, sugar, cinnamon, pumpkin pie spice, nutmeg, stuff like that. I try to keep all the sweet stuff separate from the salty stuff because we're not trying to put some cinnamon in our salty food, or, you know, whatever. So that's what I did with that cabinet. I did not throw away anything. I just kind of, you know, brought the stuff lower that got used more often. And yeah, I didn't really touch the top shelf much, and which I need to, because some of my Trim Healthy Mama stuff is in that cabinet as well. But I did that because it's baking stuff, not just stuff that people would get into and eat, you know. So that's why I don't have it in my other cabinet of Trim Healthy Mama foods. But I didn't get to the top cabinet. I don't use that. I mean, the top shelf. I don't use that stuff very often, but I mainly just focused on the bottom two shelves. But that's what I did in those cabinets.
Yeah, I can carry all that you've got. Two heavy hearts is not a lot. I will put out all of the fire. We stumble and fall. And it's not a lie that I die. I can hide what this is.
And here as well. I think there was only 2 things in this cabinet that I actually donated. The rest of it I just kind of moved around. I put the big cups that don't get used very often, like DJ has a senior 2022 glass, and he has a Pokemon cup that he's had for years. I moved those up to the top. And then that ice cream cone looking cup, that's for Aubrey. I took that and put it down in the corner cabinet where I have all of the kids' glasses and stuff, like plastic bowls and glasses and stuff. The rest of it is just my mason jars or whatever kind of jars. So I just basically put the bigger jars that don't get used to drink in at the top. Then I put the smaller glasses on the bottom and left the regular drinking jars on the middle shelf. And then I moved that plastic stuff down there into their corner cabinet where they can reach without climbing on a stool or a chair or whatever. And this is the afters. I think it looks much better. You can see what's in there. I think that the kitchen will be more functional this way, where I can reach things as well without getting on a stool, you know, because I'm short and all that. But this is how it turned out. I'm satisfied with it, and stick around to see what we declutter next. If you like this kind of video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any future uploads. Have a blessed day.